Cyclones of Iowa State. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cyclones offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Got a man. It's Clark. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for a second about Iowa State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
And frankly, if that's a completion, not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Marshall. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He stopped him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is...
Oh, he's got some space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and goal. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cyclones.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. It was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Houston Cougars offense will take the field for the first time. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Play of the period, 1st down here. off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanford. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. Got a man. It's Daniel. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. To the air on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On target. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. Makes
the catch! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Cougars! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State sending the offense back out. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
A lot of times the QB's going to drop back and try to make a big play, What's your safe option if nothing's there? Slip it to your running back. Let him catch it. Let him go get a first down for you.
Still running at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Looking for a gap. It's Marshall.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down.
And you've always got to be careful around the sideline to not step out accidentally. So that wide receiver did a really nice job on that route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Cyclones pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Now sliding to his left. Plucks it out of the air. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. The Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space. It's Marshall. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Cyclones kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Grab near the marker. It's Clark. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cyclones are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marshall. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Grab behind the line. It's Thurman.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Houston will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in at the 40. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Back to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Cyclones are in the hurry up. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 2nd down. He's got his man. Makes the grab. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll get rid of it. On target to the left. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're adding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
The Cyclones will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Iowa State. The defense putting points on the board. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Forced out of the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Houston going up tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. Brings into the open. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now on second down. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Caught over the middle. It's Thurman. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Quickly complete. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game.
Headed to the end zone. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
And nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Makes the grab. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
That's got it. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Purdue pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. A masterful road performance, or as Coach likes to call it, Boilermakers football. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. To the air, it's Hawkins. Oh, they're after him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll keep it himself. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Houston will be forced to punt. And the returner is stopped. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Marshall. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets it out fast. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on! Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Cyclones look to do some damage in the red zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Keeps looking downfield. And it's caught! Touchdown, Iowa State! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion. Brown wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Makes the catch at the midfield logo. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Iowa State sending the offense back out. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Clark. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
That outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead.
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off play action. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Off the RPO, go right, looking for the change. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Brown will throw it. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Pressure coming. Makes the grab on the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The hand to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so.
There he goes. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Frederick. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grabbed over the middle, it's Frederick. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas.